Hey everybody, Adam with Antique Automotive Service. Today's video is kind of a continuance of the video previous to this with my 58 Roadmaster Miss Piggy. I think I ended up with the transmission being out of the car, and I kind of just fast forwarded through all that other stuff, getting the new transmission back in the car, and rear end torque tube all hooked up, engine block painted, and everything kind of painted around it. So I'm basically reinstalling everything at this point. And yeah, it's quite a bit of missing information, but it was basically a complete thrash session. I just had no time to do any video work. I was, I think it was about midnight by the time I got done with Piggy the night before we left, and I was supposed to leave about 9 o'clock the next morning. Hadn't even packed yet. So let's get started on the recap. Battery on the GoPro did not last at all. So, phone time. Where the hell does this thing go? Like that. All right, I gotta stop. It's 9 o'clock and tomorrow's a new day. I've got all day to do this. Basically, I've got to get the power steering pump and lines in. You can see how nice and clean that is down there. Just look the other way. I gotta get that in before I do any wiring over here. I need to get access to that stuff. So, voltage regulator and all that other stuff kind of sits here and kind of puts me out of the way of that. I did get the radiator in and the carburetor on, so it's starting to look like an engine compartment again. Not too bad. It looks a hell of a lot better than it did before. I really wish I could have gotten to that, but it's just not going to happen. So tomorrow's a new day. Okay, Tuesday morning. I'm working on the Rosewood 71 and got the power brake booster in, but I ran into a problem. Of course, I never bothered to look at this, but normally there should be a short actuator rod in here like this, but the aftermarket master cylinder I have has a deep pocket. So now I'm desperately searching for a long push rod. I think a local club member is going to come through for me, and he should be here in about 15 minutes, so that clears up that problem. So I'm going to get back worked on new Piggy here. Ta-da! Done. Kinda. Almost. Not really. I want to go ahead and put some fluids in this thing before I forget. I already put 6 quarts of oil in, including filter. That's what the old nail head calls for. And I am going to add basically just a gallon of trans fluid, because it's completely empty. And the chassis manual, as I've preached about before that you need for every car, states to add 3 quarts and then start it up and then fill it, because there's basically a gallon that goes into the torque converter. Total is I think it calls for 12 3/4 quarts for the flight pitch, and then if it's a new transmission, which this is, it's supposed to have another 1 3/4 pints. I will just fill it till it says full. I hope there aren't any leaks. That would be a bad day if there was. I'll just live with it, I guess. I do need to put the spark plug wires on, and I've been kind of dreading that job because it is it's a cut to fit thing, and I freaking hate cut to fit wires, but they make the job look a lot cleaner. And those are the ones that Cars gave me when I made the order, so that's what I get. So there's a gallon. I will let that simmer, and I guess I'll make plug wires. Oh, here's one end. This is the coil wire. I've got to cut it to length, but I've got a special tool that I got off Amazon, and you got to get the boots on before you crimp your fitting on, and they're really hard to get on there, so I use just a soap water and hose it off and just muscle it on. So it's a little bit of a pain in the butt and takes some time, but they do definitely look cleaner. Quick break. Gotta go to the neighbor's house, pick up some brake fluid so I can bleed the brakes on this guy. Just don't have a chance to go to AutoZone to get some. Okay, basically the last thing I've got to do is get this battery in, and these are the hold down bolts with missing parts. So I went ahead and bought a new kit, brand new bolts, but I forgot to clean up and paint this this hold down here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick. I've got to just lightly blast it, shoot some DE 1635 Duplicate color on it, and then get that battery in. Well, here goes nothing. I've checked all the fluids, topped that off, got to do that. Coolant, oil, and transmission fluid. Transmission fluid I'm gonna add. I've got another gallon here, but I'm gonna need another gallon. Hopefully I got one in the other shop. So here we go. Waiting for fuel to show up in the bowl. I don't see anything yet. try filling the bowl in the carburetor and seeing if that helps pull in some fuel. I'm not getting anything right now. Well, I lied. I had 0 fuel. So laughing gas it is. There's fuel. No leak at the glass filter, that's always a concern. No leak in the bottom either. I'm gonna have to check this again because it's gonna get cycled through. Let's put some transmission fluid in. That helps a little bit. Now I gotta re-detail my detail. Need a longer funnel. Ah, come on, man. Guess I'm gonna do it while it's not running. See, my wipers are working. I have to adjust that or do something with them. A little bit of reaction, but it's not satisfactory. I'm sure I need more transmission fluid. Houston, we have a problem. I'm an idiot and forgot to connect the radiator or the transmission cooling lines to the radiator. Meow meow, I guess it's tripped AutoZone. Check. I called my neighbor to see if he had any transmission fluid, like 2 gallons. He laughed, but he's actually on his way to Wally World to pick up some stuff. So he's gonna grab it for me, and I can keep working on this stuff. Yeah, this is basically it for the engine compartment, sans the transmission issue. I've got that on the way. I am getting ready to do a really quick polish on this thing. I started last year, and you really see it here. There's where the line is. There's the old dirty paint. This is new equals paint corrected. Yeah, I've got to finish that up. It's I don't even know what time it is. It's almost 8 o'clock at night, but I've got plenty of stuff to do yet. So here we keep going. I'll eventually finish up. All right, we're on the road finally. As you can see, we're driving one car, and this morning, 10 minutes before we left, I went to check fluid on Gonzo, and radiator neck at the cap is cracked, so I had to park it. So we're taking Piggy by herself, which is kind of cool since it's half the gas, and it's gonna be a little bit more fun of a trip being with somebody to talk to. Onward. And just like that, I'm home. I completely spaced on doing any video at the event or on the way home or anything like that. It just went over my head. So quick recap, we made it to the show without a hitch, and that 58 Buick is the best driving 58 Buick I've ever had. It is so quiet and so smooth. I think it was a Thursday night, I noticed a little bit of an exhaust leak sound and found a massive crack in the driver's side exhaust manifold that I didn't even take off of the engine when I did the quick detail. So now I have to take that off. Hopefully I don't break any bolts, and unfortunately all the crap is in the way now. So don't know if I'm gonna worry about taking that out or not, or taking all the other stuff out or not, so we'll see. As far as awards were concerned, I did enter that car into the 400-point judging, and it got a silver award, which was pleasantly surprising to us. And we did get recognized for 2 more Gold Senior Awards on cars. That not the Burnish Cinnamon, Rosewood 71 that I did the brake work on ended up with a Gold Senior, and then the Teal Mist 70 convertible that we unveiled at McCacken last year also got a Gold Senior. So that was really cool, and yeah, car made it home just fine, no problems. We actually had what we thought was a U-joint squeak at some point. We were tooling around local, getting food and whatnot, and we thought about throwing the car into the trailer and driving one of the GS's back here, but it quieted up and it just never did it again. So we went ahead and drove the car home. Works great, just has a loud exhaust leak, and I think that's all that's wrong with it. I'm looking at my list. Left hand, oh, the rocker trim started flapping in the breeze a little bit on the left side, so I'm gonna have to do something about that front fender lower mount and reconnect some stuff up. But success, and as you can see behind me, there is a 72 Buick Sun Coupe. It's a GS Stage 1. It's one of a handful. Look for it in a video coming up. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little journey with Miss Piggy, and we got more coming. See you later.